if the Matrix and Andre Dirrell, if he had an easy way route, he had an easy route like the dog Anthony Dirrell, his brother, has had during his boxing career at 168 pounds, he'd be a world champion about 3 times. You know what I mean? He'd probably be a 3-time 168-pound champion. You know what I'm saying? Now, the dog Dirrell, to me, he's not as talented as the Matrix. I mean, he might punch harder, but he definitely ain't a better fighter, in my opinion, a better pure boxer than his brother Andre the Matrix Dirrell. You check it. Now, the Matrix, I'm sorry, the dog Dirrell, he's about to get a title opportunity this Saturday, February 23rd, on FS1 PBC. All right, he's gonna be fighting this Turkish guy Avni Yildrim. Now, I've only seen Yildrim fight once. For that Chris Eubank too high. You know what I mean? I'm not too high on the guy. I never rated him high. So I said it's gonna be a good fight, you know what I mean? But I did edge the victory to Chris Eubank Jr., you know what I mean? Now, Doug Dirrell, he's gonna get this opportunity for the WBC vacant 168-pound title that was stripped from the man David Benavidez. Basically, now David Benavidez is a champion, interim champion, because he got caught, tested positive for cocaine. All right, man, tested positive for cocaine. I'm not surprised. You know what I mean? He's a guy from Arizona. You know what I'm saying? That's on the border of Mexico, man. A lot of cocaine be coming through them borderlines, you know what I mean? That's how they get down in the AZ, you know what I'm saying? A lot of weed, a lot of coke, a lot of tequila, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, the dog Darrell managed to get after ducking two of the best guys at 168 pounds, you know what I mean? Callum Smith played all kind of games with Callum Smith. They had a fight, they had a date over there in Los Angeles. Last minute, the man, the dog Dirrell, talking about, no, I want to fight over there at Flint, Michigan, in my hometown. Man, Callum Smith was tired of that, man. He ain't had no time for no runaround games from the dog Dirrell. And he enrolled and enlisted himself into the World Boxing Super Series tournament, where he eventually won the Muhammad Ali Trophy, the Ring Magazine title, and the WBA title he took off of George. Is true, in my opinion, he's the best 168 pounder on the planet Earth. You know what I mean? And that's a guy from England. And if you know the 168-pound division, most of the best fighters ever in a 168-pound division have come out of England. You know what I'm saying? Or the UK in general. You know what I mean? Whether it's Nigel Benn, Chris Eubank, Carl Froch, George Groves, um, Steve Collins, you know what I mean? So, he's just carrying on tradition, you know what I'm saying? And that's why I do consider him the best at 168 pounds. But like I said, the dog Dirrell managed to duck this guy, managed to duck David Benavidez, because initially the WBC had ordered a fight between Dog Dirrell and David Benavidez, you know what I'm saying? Them fellas got out that fight. He didn't want to fight the man. I made a video Northwest Washington, D.C. uptown. You know what I'm saying? And I was looking forward to the fight. But the fight didn't go through, and that's why I made a video, man. Dog Dirrell don't the pulse. On tradition, you know what I mean? Fighting this guy, Alvary Yildrim. You check it? Now, Alvary Yildrim is a guy, in my opinion, man, he's not on the dog's level, you know what I mean? The dog Dirrell can punch. That's one thing he can do, you know what I mean? I see him flattening this guy with some kind of uppercuts, left hooks, some kind of check hooks while the man's coming forward, you know what I mean? Just walking into punches. Something similar to what happened to him against Chris Eubank Jr., you know what I mean? But it just amazes me how the dog Dirrell gets these title opportunities after not doing his due diligence in boxing. You know what I'm saying? Ducking fights, avoiding fights, pulling last minute pullouts. You know what I mean? Touring with the man. And the guy Callum Smith is still has a kind of WBC belt he walks around with. You know what I mean? You check it. I think he's still like he's still like a mandatory. You know what I mean? Like he still got gold with the WBC. Sure enough, he's the WBA champ, but he still also walks around. He walks around with 3 belts. That WBA belt he took off for George Groves, a WBC. I don't know if it's interim or what, some kind of WBC belt, and of course his Ring Magazine belt at 168. Now the question is, will the dog Dirrell get in the ring with David Benavidez? That's what I want to find out, you know what I mean? Because it's amazing how this guy can dunk all these great fighters at 168, the top echelon, top of the food chain guys at 168, and still get a title shot to fight the man Avni Yildrim. I don't get it, you know what I'm saying? I thought the first fight he had was Sakio Bika won. If the Matrix got as many opportunities or got preferential treatment like the dog Dirrell has gotten all throughout his career, sure enough, yeah, he came back from cancer, you know what I mean? Just like Danny Jacobs. You know what I'm saying? Big props to him, that's the biggest fight of his life that he beat, you know what I mean? But if the Matrix did get as many opportunities as the man, the dog Dirrell, in preferential treatment, no question, he'd be a three-time world champion at 168. And it was a sad case that he never became a world champion at 168. You know what I mean? So it is what it is, man. Let me know what you think about the comments. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit that thumbs up if you like the content. And I'm out of here. Gone.